This decade of NBA basketball is over, which means we have a brand new decade for the next 10 years, the 2020 to 2030s. And today, I'm going to be taking on the daunting task of predicting 10 things that are going to happen in this decade. These are all my personal predictions, so make sure to leave a comment down below in the comment section of anything you think that's going to happen this next decade. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Story of Sam, back yet again with a brand new video. And in today's video, we are doing bold predictions, as you heard. Make sure to smash that subscribe button if you're brand new to my channel. I post NBA videos just like this one every Wednesday and every Saturday, so make sure to do that. Don't forget to drop a like on the video so YouTube will recommend me to new people. Without further ado, let's get right into these predictions. Number 1, James Harden will not win a championship. The Rockets are currently the 3rd or 4th best team in the West right now, but the one thing that does worry me about their championship aspirations is their 7-second offense and Russell Westbrook. So basically, Mike D'Antoni likes to use his 7-second offense, which means he wants James Harden to shoot the ball in the first 7 seconds of the shot clock, leading the Rockets to get tons and tons of possessions, and that's why you see Rockets games having a lot of points in them, because they get so many possessions per game. But the one thing that worries me about that is, that has never proven any championship success at all, and the Rockets in the past few years have come out very short when getting to the NBA Finals. And the other question is, will Russell Westbrook be consistent? Westbrook has gotten eliminated in the first round 3 straight years now, and his field goal percentage has dropped down to like the mid-30s during those games, so he is definitely not the best playoff performer. And also, can James Harden shoot efficiently? In the playoffs, his efficiency has dropped as well too, so it's going to be very interesting to see how they can work out the playoffs with James Harden and Westbrook on the same team. Moving on to bold prediction number 2, the Warriors will win multiple championships. The Warriors are going to get Curry back and Clay back. The Splash Brothers are going to be reunited, and they might possibly make a trade because they have D'Angelo Russell on their team right now, who they don't need whatsoever. He's a ball-dominant point guard. Same with Curry, and Russell just simply doesn't fit with the team. They could trade him and a lottery pick that they're going to get this year for maybe a guy like Karl Anthony Towns, because he does not want to be on the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves are a crappy franchise, and I'm sure he wants to get out of there. And trust me guys, the Warriors are going to be as hungry as ever. Everyone is doubting them. Curry will be well rested, same with Clay, and Steve Kerr is a great coach who is battle tested in the NBA Finals. And that is why I see the Warriors winning multiple championships in the 2020 to 2030 NBA decade. My third prediction is that LeBron James will play with his son, Bronny James. Players probably will not have to go to college when Bronny is a senior. The one and done rule is probably going to be phased out, and this is LeBron's goal. LeBron really wants to play with his son, and he is still a top 30 player in the NBA with no signs of slowing down. This guy could play till he's 40 for all we know, but I do predict he will retire in the 2025 NBA season, and trust me guys, LeBron keeps his body in tip-top shape. This is no accident that he's played this well this long. He knows exactly if he needs load management or if he doesn't need it. He's making the best decision for his long-term goals, and this is definitely one of them, and that's why I see LeBron playing with his son as my third bold prediction. Number 4, I have the Knicks becoming a relevant playoff team again. They're gonna get amazing lottery picks, probably a couple first picks, and a decade is plenty of time to turn it around for a team. Trust me guys, just look at the Cleveland Cavaliers as an example. In the beginning of the 2010s, they were complete and utter garbage. LeBron comes back, and now they're a championship team for the first time in 52 seasons. The Knicks are the biggest market in the NBA, so it is definitely not hard to find free agents that want to come there. I know KD and Kyrie didn't go there, but the Knicks didn't even offer KD a max contract. Still confused about that one, but people want to play in New York is my point. They have tons of salary cap. Julius Randle is a great young player, and that is why I see the Knicks becoming a relevant playoff team again. Number 5, I have the Nets will underachieve with KD and Kyrie. Kyrie is already making waves on the team. He's always starting up drama, doing something he shouldn't be doing. And KD and Kyrie are both ball-dominant players who need the ball in their hands to be effective. You saw this with Kevin Durant and Draymond Green. When Draymond Green took the final shot in that one game, KD got super mad and it turned into a big beef between them, and it was not good for their chemistry at all. We saw a little bit of this with Kyrie in Boston. Kyrie was a complete disaster in Boston. He was the definition of a disaster. He took that franchise and he took it down. In the 2018 season, the Celtics went to Game 7 with LeBron James in the Eastern Conference Finals, and in 2019, they didn't even get back to the Eastern Conference Finals. I think they got eliminated in the first round to Milwaukee. When you add Kyrie to a team that already got to the Eastern Conference Finals, the expectation is to make the finals, and they came up completely short. He started crazy locker room beef, and he was not good for that Boston team at all, and that is why I think that KD and Kyrie will start some beef with each other. They'll start like throwing shots at each other on Twitter and stuff, and that's why I think the Nets will ultimately underachieve with KD and Kyrie. Moving on to number 6, I have the Spurs and Pistons will be the 2 worst teams. They both stink and they won't get amazing picks because they're not like the worst of the worst. And the Pistons. No one wants to go to Detroit. They cannot draw any free agents. And for the Spurs, Pop's coaching style is dead. If you guys didn't know, the Spurs are last in three-pointers attempted and have been for a couple of seasons now. Pop will just not adapt to the new era of basketball. The Warriors started the whole three-point game, and Pop is just failing to adapt. For the Pistons, Drummond does not want to be there. He's in trade talks with the Atlanta Hawks, and he is their best player by far. Derrick Rose is a good addition for the Pistons, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be playing much longer and is just a spark. For the Spurs, LaMarcus Aldridge is getting old and he is definitely not a player you want to build around, especially at his age. Don't get me wrong, he's still a good center, but he's definitely not like a future guy that you're going to want to put players around him. And I just decided to group these teams together because they have similar futures. The Cavaliers are also in the same spot as well. Coming in at my number 7 bold prediction, I have Luka Doncic wins 2 MVPs and 2 championships. Luka is almost averaging 30 points per game in his second year. He's almost averaging a triple-double as well. The Mavericks are a great young team with Luka and Kristaps and could easily draw one more free agent and be a title contender. They are near the top of the West, and Rick Carlisle is a great coach. The Mavericks have the best offense in the league right now, and Luka is a young Magic Johnson and LeBron James combined, in my opinion. The only thing he needs to work on is defense. In Kristaps Porzingis, he has shown some signs of improvement this year when Luka is off the court. But what he needs to do is when Luka's on the court, they need to learn how to coexist with each other and both play their games at the same time. If that happens, the Mavericks are going to be a scary team in the West for years to come. Moving on to number 8, I have Zion becomes a superstar and the Pelicans win 1 championship. The Pelicans are a great young team. Brandon Ingram has looked amazing. He is a candidate for most improved player. Jrue Holiday is a great point guard leading the NBA in deflections. Zion has the potential to be historically great. And they also got 3 first-round picks from the Lakers. I don't know how great those first-rounders will be. They might be like 25 and up, but still, 3 first-rounders is great. And they also got a couple of pick swaps. Lonzo has been great recently, averaging like 22 points per game, 7 boards, 7 assists. And he's actually been draining his three-pointer recently, which is very surprising to me. The future is very bright for Alvin Gentry's Pelicans, and it's going to be exciting to watch. Moving on to number 9, I have LeBron scores 40,000 plus points and passes Kareem. Stats have all been leading to this. All LeBron has to do is put up semi-decent point numbers in a couple more seasons. If he retires after the year 2024, it is almost a lock that he gets past Kareem. And LeBron was actually asked this question a couple weeks ago, and he said it is in the back of his mind, guys. That is a goal for LeBron. If he passes Kareem, that is one more thing that he can say on why he's better than Michael Jordan. And trust me, he definitely wants to pass Kareem. He could even get the 40,000 points, which I'm sure he can do. I've watched a lot of other YouTube videos on this stat, and if he just averages 22 points a game after this year for like a couple more seasons, he will get to 40,000 and a lot more. And he's only had one really major injury in his career, and I don't think he's gonna have any more this season. He is not load managing, as he said. He does not want to load manage like Kawhi. He's going to be playing as many games as he can. He's going to be accumulating a ton of points, and that is why I see him scoring 40,000 points this decade and passing Kareem. Moving on to my 10th and final prediction, I have multiple teams will be added. There's going to be a couple of expansion teams, guys. It's bound to happen in my opinion. The NBA is already considering Mexico for a G League team. Las Vegas is a great location to add a team. The current ratings are down and they want to get something to spice up the league. It's just more money for the league, more merchandise. There's no negatives. I know I would love a couple more teams. And that's all I have for you today, guys. It was super hard to narrow down to just 10. That's why I didn't include every little detail. Comment down below any bold predictions you have. And if you agreed with mine, make sure to tell me as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed. Don't forget to drop a like on this video or else YouTube will not recommend me to new viewers. Comment any video ideas down below. It's been Story of Sam, and I'm out.